Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a reaction, or perhaps I could call it a commentary on a recent video from The Hill, where they were discussing the villains in this housing crisis. There is certainly good information in that video that paints a, let's say, macro picture of the situation that many Americans are facing when it comes to purchasing a house today. From watching that video, I also recognize that there is a place for understanding the situation, and then there's also a place which I think the news is a big part of. The news is a big part of creating sensationalism and panic, but something they're not so adept at is also creating solutions and helping people to prepare for the future. And so in this video, that is what we're going to talk about. And so certainly be sure to stick around until the end. My name's KT, and this is Simple Living with KT, the place where we talk about the issues facing our lives in a simple and mindful way. Now, before we talk about preparing for the future, for purchasing a house and putting yourself in that good position to be ready to do that, I want to talk about the points that were brought up in this video, because they really help set the stage for the reason why perhaps the ways that homebuyers have to move today are a little bit different. The first is that the housing market is hot. While there are areas that may be more hot than others, in general, there is a low inventory of houses available, and there are a lot of people who are trying to purchase homes. Next, this market highly favors cash buyers and investors because they're in a position to really take advantage of those low interest rates and give offers that buyers really want, which is either asking price or all cash or even paying higher than asking price. Unfortunately, this is leading to limiting opportunities for millennials and first-time home buyers who are also trying to compete in this market. While of course they also want to experience these low interest rates, it's just not so much of an option with things like student loans, car loans, credit card debt, and any other type of consumer debt. It doesn't put many first-time home buyers in a competitive situation when they're facing cash buyers and investors and people who have 800 credit scores. Now, let me be clear, I'm not just saying this to paint a gloomy picture, but let's be honest, home ownership is a big part of creating generational wealth in America. It's also a big part of many Americans' net worth when they reach retirement age. So now that we've taken a, let's say, macro look of the situation as it is in the housing market, it's also important to talk about what we can do to be able to prepare. Because I don't know about you, but I certainly intend on purchasing a home in the future. Before I get into the points to help you prepare in the future, I want to make sure that I let you know I'm not a real estate professional or some type of guru. What I am is someone who's been scouring the internet and articles and data to kind of give a projection on, is there any hope for being able to purchase a home? And overwhelmingly, the answer is still yes. While we may have to move differently, the ideas of being able to give 3% down with no earnest money might be kind of leaving out the door, but that doesn't mean that we can't prepare for the higher standards or find other ways to enter the real estate market. And so first, it is no surprise that debt is causing a barrier to entry for many people who are trying to purchase a home. If you're not really focusing on your debt, but we're looking to purchase a home, this is a great opportunity to switch up those priorities a little bit and focus on the debt. What we don't want to happen is for you to just be so bummed about not being able to purchase a home that you neglect debt that might be accruing interest or ruining your credit score. Next, let's talk about minimizing expenses. Many people who are in a position to purchase a home and are stuck renting feel like they are throwing money away. And for many people, that monthly rental expense is going to be your largest expense for the month. And so if you're able to minimize some of those expenses, you could put that money towards something else. For example, like increasing your savings or paying down more debt. And next, let's talk about saving money. I've talked about how having 3% and sometimes 5% is not quite as competitive for purchasing a house in many markets across the country. This is a good time once again to just be saving your money. And if you haven't really been saving money, this is a great time to start saving money. Then when you realize that inventory might be increasing in your area, you'll have more savings and have a more valuable offer to the seller for that house. And if you can't tell, each of these points is just to make yourself more appealing for being able to get a mortgage of an amount that you want, getting a favorable interest rate, because let's be honest, interest rates are not going to stay this low forever. And in addition to all of that, also certainly take advantage of any first-time homebuyer programs that are available in your area. Recently, there is a Bank of America program where they're giving up to $17,500 to home buyers, and that is across the country. And many times with programs like that, you're able to combine them with a local state or county's first-time homebuyer program. So just start thinking of other creative ways where you could get that money. Sometimes they do require the money paid back, and some programs do not. It just takes research to find what is best in your area and what you qualify for. So if you're someone who's been thinking that you're never going to be able to purchase a home, I hope this video just gives you a moment to reflect and think about what you can do during this time to better those chances in the future. And I also want to be sure to recommend checking out some real estate investor advice videos on YouTube, because there is a lot of good information from investors who have multi-million-dollar portfolios who literally walk you through the information. I'm going to put a few of those examples in the description in this video, just of people who have shared information in their videos that I would have never thought about myself. And actually, so one I will say is Epic Real Estate Investing, and the other one, off the top of my head, I believe his name is Ken McElroy. Those two give really solid advice and also creative real estate investing advice, so that perhaps if you don't have all the money available right now, you kind of can figure out how to understand the system and make it work for you during any market. This is not sponsored, no affiliation. I just really appreciate the information that they've been giving. And if you put the information that you learn from those types of videos and you're taking charge of your own personal finances, I believe that you'll be able to get a house. If you're someone who's been working to pay off debt, or perhaps you haven't been working to pay off debt, and videos like this is a wake-up call that it needs to be a priority, certainly check out the link in the description of my video for Abundance in a Budget, which is my budgeting course to help you get your money behaviors in line with your future goals and short-term goals with your money. Thank you so much for watching this video. Certainly if you found value in this, please, I welcome you to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.